My sister and I were hit with a serious craving for a super refreshing and crunchy salad. We're talking daikon radish, green papaya, and carrot. So let's make it together. Now, you can usually find carrots and daikon in most grocery stores, but green papaya, that can be a bit elusive. So Asian markets are definitely a place to go for that. After getting the goods, first things first, you gotta give those veggies a really good wash and peel them. If you've never had daikon before, the flavor is a bit peppery, and that's probably because it's in the radish family. But pickling and marinating them will help temper that. Now for the fun part, shredding. I'm using my trusty rotary cheese grater to make a quick work of this, but feel free to use whatever grater or food processor you have on hand, or even a hand grater works fine. The key is to get those veggies really nice and thin. I needed to cut this papaya into fourths because it was so big. Luckily, the mouth of this grater was big enough to do the entire daikon in one go. I want you to watch just how fast I was able to shred this. It was so much fun. But I needed two giant bowls to catch all of it. It looks like we're going to be having salad for days and days. And then lastly, I shredded the carrots. Next up, we're going to sprinkle about a tablespoon of salt all over the veggies and give it a really good mix. This little trick helps keep things extra crunchy and takes away any bitterness or sliminess you can sometimes get from the veggies. I'm showing you just on the green papaya here, but we did this for all of the vegetables. After about 5 minutes, we're going to give all of that a really good rinse under cold water. You want to make sure to drain this really, really well. We're hoping to keep everything really crunchy. Now it's time to pickle. There are a bunch of different ways you can do this, but I'm doing a recipe that's going to be really good for a side salad with meat or a Vietnamese sandwich. So it's going to be a blend of different Asian cultures. Here's what you're going to need for the pickling. 3 teaspoons of salt, 1/4 cup of sugar, half a cup of white vinegar, and 1 cup of distilled water. I'm also throwing in some crushed garlic for extra flavor, but that's totally optional. And we're going to bring all of this in a pot to a boil for about 5 minutes and then let it cool down completely. We had double the veggies, so I had to double the recipe, and I had to use apple cider vinegar because I ran out of white vinegar. Once the pickling liquid is cool, pour that over your veggies, and you want to make sure that everything is fully submerged. And the last step is you're going to pack everything in some glass jars or a giant glass bowl or whatever you have and let it chill in the fridge for at least an hour. This salad is amazing, like I said, with grilled meats or in Vietnamese sandwiches. Even though it's a different take, it's kind of a mix between Cambodian, Thai, and Vietnamese, or just as a refreshing side dish. And the best part is this lasts for weeks and weeks in the fridge. Have you ever tried daikon salad before? And if you have, what's your favorite way to prepare it?